Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case.
Well, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's fourth down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Duvernay to return. And it's a very nice return. He's given the offense a short field. Taking the field for the first time, they're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Great field position as they take the field for their first possession of the game, and so far, really nice complementary football. Defense gets a stop, special teams gets the big return. Now it's up to the offense. Can they do their job and try to secure a touchdown here to take an early lead?
Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Williams now to throw. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Off play action. Here's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Now they'll pitch it out here.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points. And it was probably a little bit closer than they would have preferred, but the decision to go for it pays off as they get just enough to extend this drive.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. A play fake. Now Williams. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket.
And this will pay off. It is caught. Holston Lovely. Touchdown, Bears.
You know, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Get a 2-pointer smiling face with horns.
To add the point halfway. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Packers nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Packers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Ready. A 2nd down throw for Love. Out to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. Good idea there to cover up at the end. He's able to use his legs and pick up 8. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He gets that complete as he hits Reeves.
Go tackle him.
Love with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st.
Cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling, cat orange whistling.
To the break. It's the Bears off to the early lead. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football.
Go get him, Bears Bear.
With 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
The man in motion is Watson. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Success. Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield.
Yeah, it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended.
Starstruck.
He goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection. I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Bears offense about ready to get going. On their 2nd possession, they lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now Williams. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, like, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. He'll take this down to the 47. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
And the Bears.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll take this one in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. A good play action with Love. 4, he's out of bounds. They face 2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Come on,
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Love. On top as Matthew Golden. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
And the Packer first down.
Now Love. Look in the middle. That's Kraft. Got it. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12. And the Packer first down.
Ready, ready. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Tremaine Edmonds in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Yellow, full shot, 17.
Love to throw. The open man is Reed. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. It'll bring up 4th down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This will be from 47 yards. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Packers are on the board just before halftime.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
This fielded at about the 9. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Bears offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
To DJ Moore. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet, wild 2nd half to come. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Pass complete. Luther Burden. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the give, here's Swift. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Swift. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 15. Good for a Bears first down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. To throw is Williams. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll be third down. Throw it again. It's Williams. That one on target to Moore. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. That one taken in. Luther Burden. Touchdown Bears. Santos for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bears will extend this third quarter lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropping for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Let's go, trouble, 38, 40.
On second down, Love. There's Kraft, the tight end. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field as the officials will sort this one out.
Automatic first down.
Yeah. 60 reps. Ready?
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Oh, the ball's out. And no turnover here. So one of the guards able to get the football, get on it to keep possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield. Andrew Billy getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away.
Formation for the Packers.
This is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Now Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Williams. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. It's a gain of 19 in the air. 1st down, Chicago. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Throwing again, Williams. Right back to Moore, another grab. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And that is their final timeout of the 2nd half. And of note, that means they will not be able to challenge the rest of the game. Williams to the air once more. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
What is up?
To throw, it's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Williams. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they...
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down.
So it's obvious during the course of the week in practice, studying the film, they thought there was an advantage they could take with their punt unit coming on the field and picking up a 4th down fake. but the execution just wasn't there. So again, you go back to the drawing board and you say, okay, am I better off having my punter attempt that pass and catch the defense off guard, or just keep my offense on the field?
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Opposite. Green.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. It's second down.
Come on. Ready?
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A second down throw for Love. That one incomplete. Good job. 6 foot there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Jaden Reed was the intended target, and that's going to lead to a fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Raise it up.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 31, here is second down and 7.
Raise it up.
They're trying the left side with Swift. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out
Face
3
red
tight
heart
ends,
shape.
big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
That's complete. Some more on the right side. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
And you think
Face screaming in fear.
just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
Here's Williams on first and 10. To the left side, he's got Clement. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense.
But he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
From the 46, here's second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's Love. The ball comes out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Rolling to the left. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone. This drive will begin with 1st down. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Packer 1st down.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacob. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's over the middle. And now. Unfortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. And it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the bootleg, it's Love. Forced out wide. He'll run again.
Jordan Love scrambles from the pocket. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Green Bay.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. It was a game played a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from Cincinnati.